Hello and welcome to another edition of One Crazy Story. I'm your host, Nate Armbruster, and thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for downloading, streaming, all that good stuff. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I sure did. I visited my family in Michigan, in Metro Detroit. I say Metro Detroit because it's not really Detroit. It's kind of Detroit, suburban Detroit. But, when you tell people you're from Detroit, you assume they don't really know the metro area, So you just say Detroit, and then that person goes, "Oh, you really from Detroit?" Because it's supposed to be pretty bad. You know those fucking people. I'm sure it's like that with every big city where it's like, yeah, I'm from Chicago or I'm from New York, and really you're from, you know what I mean? Like it's just easy. It's easier. So I'm from Detroit. That's what I tell people. But I visited my family in Detroit, and it was nice. It was a nice weekend. I love Thanksgiving. I think it's my favorite holiday. It's definitely up there. It's because it's just dinner, because no one really gives a shit about the whole, founding of the country, because, we all know it's bullshit. It's just genocide, and, it's really kind of a sad thing what happened, but we kind of turned it into this thing that it's just like, you know what, we should be fucking thankful that we're living in the day and age we're living in. I mean, it's fine. It's good. We're all good. You're safe. You're warm. You got family, friends, I hope, and you got a warm meal. So I hope you guys had all of that and more on this Thanksgiving. It was a nice weekend. I like it too because there's no stakes involved, There's no gifts. There's nothing. It's just, hey, come over for dinner and leave in an hour. That's why I love my family. And it's so funny. I love the way my family is, but I think part of the reason I love the way my family is because they raised me. You know what I'm saying? This is the group of people I grew up around. And I always thought when I made friends or met other families and how they celebrate holidays, I'm like, man, your family is really, really close. And my family's close, but we do things to a certain point. You know what I mean? Like we have Thanksgiving, but people show up for an hour and a half. They eat dinner, we shoot the shit, we watch the Lions lose, and then they go home. Everybody goes home. A couple people maybe go shopping on Black Friday. Maybe you do, you know what I mean? You do your own thing. But, I mean, we're maybe together an hour and a half, 2 hours tops, and everybody goes home, and it's great. It works, and it's perfect for me because I just don't, it's just enough, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people, and I enjoy seeing them, but it's just the perfect amount of time. I meet some people, and they're like, yeah, our family does this whole thing. I mean, we're all, and my mom, she hosts Thanksgiving, so it's a small house, so everybody's crammed into like one room, and it's just not, and we all live within a mile of each other and see each other somewhat regularly throughout the weeks, months, you know what I mean? So it's not like we're never gonna see each other. So it's not like a big deal. It's literally just dinner, and I love that. And it's and you know what? Turkey's all right. I enjoy turkey, and the thing is, I only eat it once a year. I really do. I think I maybe only have it once a year. Even if I go to a deli, I'm usually not eating turkey. I don't intentionally do that. I tend to only eat turkey on Thanksgiving. So I hope your holiday was nice. So like I said, no stakes involved. There's no faith-based drama involved. Everybody, the stereotype, and I've talked about it on the last episode of politics getting in the way. And, my family doesn't, I don't know, everybody's fine. Everybody's cool. Everybody's nice. Everybody, we don't want any drama. And I'm into that. I think I have like the perfect size family for that. Where like nobody gets too far into some crazy kooky direction. Everybody's just like, cool, it's really good to see you. What's been going on? We catch up for an hour and a half, eat the turkey, some stuffing. And the other thing I noticed too is I would say I probably drink the most in my family. I was thinking about this weekend. I think I drink the most. If you really asked everyone in my family, like they might have a beer here and there. But I think I drink the most frequently. And a lot of that's because I spend a lot of time in bars performing, whatever it is. I'm around it more. Maybe I have more opportunities to drink. So I think it's convenient. You know what I mean? Like it's just there. So I think if we really add it up, I drink the most. And it's so funny because there's really not much drinking going on in our family gatherings, Like, I show up with a six-pack. My mom's like, whoa, someone's getting crazy tonight. And I'm like, it's just a six-pack, and I'm going to share it. And I'm realizing how lucky I am for that, because it definitely decreases the amount of issues when you're trying to eat some dinner and watch the Lions lose. How about that game? Man, the Lions suck. Oh, such a bummer. Anyway, so that's enough Thanksgiving talk. I enjoyed my Thanksgiving. I hope you did too. So Black Friday's a thing. Did you guys go shopping? I didn't. I did. I went to the store with my girlfriend and my mom, and they picked up a couple things, and I just kind of went along for the ride. And you know what? I don't think on paper, Black Friday, it's kind of gross, right? Capitalism, whatever. We should be thinking. In reality, there's so many people that just don't like everything about that. I don't think Thanksgiving's that important of a holiday. Sure, I mean, the people that camp out might be a little nuts. But if you're just trying to get 20% off a Christmas gift for somebody, who gives a shit? Go buy it. You're going to buy it anyway, so you might as well go after dinner. Like, that's just a normal day. Eat dinner, go shopping. Some people just do. You do it on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. No one calls you an animal, but you do it on a Thursday night. Oh, those people should be eating with their family. Should they be, though? Some people fucking hate their families. What if that's their only out? If we got rid of Black Friday, and someone who works at Target at the register hates their family, is forced to not work that day, what if that was her only out, man? What if that was her only way of just getting out of dinner? Some people are in that situation. I think we should, I think it's fine. And it wasn't that overwhelming, really. It was just Target. And I don't think the deals are as good as people think. And I don't think people are as crazy as the media makes it seem, because when we went, I mean, it was late. It was well after like the main rush, sure, but what kind of deals you really get? You're just the store's just open all night. That's all it is. You're not getting a great deal on anything. And I think people realize that, so it's like, well, fuck it, let's go to the store. That's kind of how it happens, and you go to the store, and then we're in line behind this couple who's got a cart full of shit, man. And that's the thing. I'm realizing these two people, and I'm not going to say, I'm not going to judge. I shouldn't judge, because we're all, I don't know, we're all on the same line. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gives a shit? But they were definitely, they're spending all their money on Christmas is a big deal for their kids, right? And you can tell they got young kids based on the shit they're buying. They got a bunch of kid stuff. And you can tell this is all the shit Santa's bringing, So I'm watching them unpack their cart, and they're just doing all their Christmas shopping and like this as quick as they can just to get that deal. And you know what? They fucking need that deal, man. So and it puts a smile on the kid's face for a night so they don't have to realize they live in a trailer. It's a beautiful thing. I think it kind of works out. The people that don't like it don't have to participate. That's okay. But I don't think it's as harmful as people think, because the fact is we're like this year round, and people only talk shit about people who like to shop on Black Friday. And it's like, you shop every other day, so you take one day off, you're better than us, so fuck off, You're just as ingrained in this capitalist bullshit that everyone else is, so who gives a shit? I just want people to be happy, man. And you know what? And those two bust their ass to get their kids the gifts they want to give them, and they're doing it. They're being good parents. They're really trying, man. They're just hardworking people, and I could tell. I could see that. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but I feel like it does some good. I'm trying to see the good in this situation, and I think I learned something, and maybe my heart grew a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's all thanks to Black Friday and Target. Also, I don't think Black Friday, like I love Black Friday, the idea of like this, you know, this is the biggest shopping day of the year, all these crazy deals, people buying all this shit. And then there's still someone working the concession stand at Target, which is hilarious to me. You got to fucking come in and work. You got to come in and work the overnight shift at the Target concession stand. Who's getting taquitos at 1 a.m., man? You just had turkey. And you're going to get a taquito at Target while you're shopping for what? Like, what? Those people, that's the real problem I have with Black Friday. People who go eat dinner with their family, go Black Friday shopping, you know, like, you know what, I just got a hankering for a taquito and a slice of Pizza Hut pizza. It's so gross. Oh, so gross. Those people have it way worse off than the actual cashiers at Target, you know? People that got to work the concession stand. Oh, so brutal, man. I feel for those people, that's for sure. So I do the whole Thanksgiving thing. We went out Thursday night, had Friday night off, just hung out. We went and saw the movie, that Mr. Rogers movie, Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Great movie. Go check it out. It's a nice, touching film. It was a good Thanksgiving movie. You know, they picked the right time to release. It was a nice little we went and saw a movie. I don't do that a lot with the family. That was nice. Go check it out. Good movie. And then Saturday night, had a show out in Clarkston, Michigan. Had a blast. It was a great show. I had a couple friends come out. It's nice to have friends that support this bullshit. You know, they might be listening to this podcast, but the fact that someone shows up just to laugh at your dumb shit, and while I'm in the spirit of Thanksgiving, it's good to have friends. I'm really grateful for the friends that I have that support me for all this bullshit I'm doing, because I'm just a guy sitting in a fucking car recording a podcast waiting for his Greyhound bus to leave. So, you know, you have these moments where you're like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And you know what? It's not that bad. It's still great. And that's the scary part, is like, things are pretty good, but I'm waiting for a Greyhound to take me home at 1:30 in the morning. It's also my 4-year anniversary with my girlfriend. 4 years, man. The big 4. I don't know if anyone says that, but I do. And I've been saying it all day. We hit the big 4, man. This means a freshman in college was just starting high school when we met. That's nuts. That's nuts when you think about what happens in 4 years. If you think about time and what happens in that 4 years, so many things happen, man. Someone started high school and is going to college now. Or you can look at it too like this: someone started college and now they're graduated and probably making more money than I am. That's nuts. That's nuts to think about. So happy anniversary, Brittany. I love you. Thanks for putting up with my bullshit, especially me not being with you today while I wait for this goddamn Greyhound bus. That was the other thing. She was able to be here with my family on Thanksgiving, which is always nice to bring a lady home. And a lady that people also love. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to hear my family saying nice things about her, especially when she's not around, because that's a sign of a good lady. And you hold on to a lady like that. So this concludes my time in Michigan for a while, man. I'm going to be in Minnesota for most of December. This weekend, as this is being released, if you're around the Minnesota area, Minneapolis, I'll be in St. Paul this weekend, Friday, Saturday. So come see me. Hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Everything is at Nate Comedy, at One Crazy Story. It would be nice to hear from you. Email me at onecrazystory@gmail.com. And I genuinely hope you're having a nice time wherever you are in your life. I hope it's going well. If you haven't had a chance yet, leave a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, all that good stuff. This podcast is available everywhere. iTunes, Stitcher, Pandora now. Pandora's now and experimenting with the podcast stuff, so it's available on there. It's literally I've put it up on everything. So if you have a certain preference, you can find it. And if it's not available on whatever app you like, send me a message and I'll figure out how to get it on there. So tell your friends about it. Give this a like or a share. I would love that. It really helps the show, especially leaving a review and a rating on Apple Podcasts. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you next week.